All right, what we're doing in this video are our banded plate weight squats. There are two variations of this exercise that I'm going to get you to do. In the description, I'm going to either tell you to go into our goblet position. If I say goblet position, you're going to be holding the plate in front of you like so, similar to our goblet squats. If I ask you to do the overhead position, however, you're going to get the plate up overhead and keep it overhead for the entirety of your squat movement, okay? Now, when doing this movement in particular, we're going to have a booty band on just above our knees like so. Now, I do not want to see the inside of my feet coming off the floor. I'm keeping my feet pinned down nice and firm, but I'm keeping that constant outward tension. This isn't here for us to push out as hard as we can against. I want you to use the band as a reference, right? So when I squat down now, if my knees are coming in a lot, I know I'm not applying enough resistance. So I want to be able to push my knees out slightly. That way I've still got that bit of tension against the band and I'm controlling that outward position, okay? If you're caving in a lot, it tells me in particular that you're just not controlling the squat all that well. So I want you to turn those hips on, let yourself find it. My favorite cue to use in every lower body exercise is big toe down. I do not want to see your big toes coming off the floor like so. We call that happy feet, no happy feet, okay? Now, to get into our plate weight squat, okay? I'm going to be holding that plate weight out in front of me like so. I'm planting my feet really firmly into the floor, and I'm just going to squat down as low as I can without resting my arms on my knees and back up. Again, I'm still applying that outward tension against the band, and then we come back up. Once obviously you've done your required reps, have a rest unless it's in a superset. Now, this is the more challenging one, the overhead plate weight banded squat. Here, we'll be going plate weight up overhead, and we need to keep it overhead the entire time. Now, if you need to, you might need to readjust your position. This is going to challenge your mobility a lot. From here, I just want you to sink down as low as you can while keeping that plate up nice and high over the crown of our head, and then we stand back up. I've just recovered from some shoulder rehab, so for me, this is a really challenging movement and probably too advanced for me right now. So I would say right here, like so. But if I've asked you to, plate weight up overhead, and we go nice and slow, keep that outward tension on the band, and then we come back up, okay? Again, the plate weight overhead variation is much more advanced. So unless you're doing any Olympic weightlifting, I'm probably not going to get you to do this one. But make sure you check the description to see which variation I need you specifically to do, okay? But nice and simple, these are our banded plate weight squats. Please be sure to send me through some videos of you completing this exercise. Try and get the best angles available, whether it is a side angle or a front angle, depending on the exercise. This way I can make sure that I'm helping you perform the best technique possible for the given exercise. Send through the videos in the direct chat available to you, and then I'll give you some feedback straight away.